It's Friday. Do, 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 do. I feel like I should be doing this because this is from like the crab from Moana, and I've just watched that and it's like the shiny song. It goes like so shiny, and I've just exchanged it for Friday because it is Friday today, so I'm just like, it's Friday. Apparently I'm really excited about this because this is just weird. Welcome to my channel. Hi guys, welcome back. Yes, we're in another different setting. My office still isn't done. Hopefully this weekend it'll be done and then I can kind of choose a background and stick to it. It might not happen for a little while yet, I don't know, but once the office is done I can then do my next like office sort out part 2, which will include like the gallery wall and the paint and the flooring and everything, and then part 3 will be like all the little like soft furnishings and decorations and stuff. But yeah, until then I'm going to be testing out different backgrounds, so stick with me while that happens. But yeah, welcome to my channel. So I haven't filmed for a couple of weeks. April Madness got a little bit mad, and one of the points of me doing April Madness was just to kind of have a bit of a play, see what I really liked filming, see what I kind of had more fun doing, and I have a really good idea of that now, and I'm so excited for a few videos coming your way and like different things that I want to do, so yes, stay tuned. Also, my finger feels really weird because I haven't got my engagement or wedding ring on because I have a blister there after going on the row machine at the gym yesterday, and it feels really weird. And it's completely irrelevant. Yeah, so today I wanted to, because it is the 3rd of May, I wanted to do an April favourites. I have a few products that when I was like, should I do an April products? I don't think I have that much. Turns out I do have quite a few bits, so that's what we're doing. We are going to go through my favourite beauty products, and that's what we're doing this Friday because it's a nice, easy way to kind of get back into filming. And yes, my hair is like 10 shades blonder. That's probably an exaggeration, but it's blonder than you last saw me. Tangents all over the place. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I am doing the giveaway that I promised over April. That is coming. So that should be announced in my next video, I believe, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, without further ado, let's talk about some of my favourite products. Okay, so let's start with hair bits. And I don't think I've done any hair bits and favourites for a really long time because I just kind of tend to stick to what I know. But I went blonder at the beginning of this year and I've just gone blonder again, and there's a couple of things that kind of really helped me out this time when I went blonder, because I found that once it was done I liked it, but I felt it was a little bit yellowy toned for me personally, and I think it's just because I have warm tones running through my hair, so it's bound to happen. And also it just felt really dry and I was like, oh no, I've killed my hair. But there are a couple of products that I've been using since then that have really helped me. First of all is the L'Oreal Elvive Purple Shampoo and Conditioner. I was using these before anyway from when I last went blonde, and I found that, you know, I went to the hairdresser, had my hair done, a couple of days later I just washed it. It didn't need washing, but I was like, I just want to wash it. I need to do something with it because I was like, I don't know how I feel about it yet. And I was like, I'm going to put the toner through it and hopefully that will just kind of help with the tone. And this was so good. It wasn't like a really big change, it was very subtle. It just kind of helped to neutralise a lot of like the yellowness, which made a huge difference for me in terms of like how I then felt about it. And I kind of came out the shower and I was like, I didn't even dry my hair properly because it was Game of Thrones night, so it was just up in a towel. I stuck it in some plaits, watched Game of Thrones. The next morning I woke up and I was like, I am so much happier with this now. Like, sometimes I think when you have your hair done you just need to kind of let it like settle for a couple of days, do your own thing with it, style it how you would normally style it, and then you feel a little bit more comfortable with it. So I think that was just the mindset that I was in, but I do still think these are really good. I use these once a week anyway. I've just recommended them to my best friend who has dark hair, but she's gone through for some like more lighter tones, and she was kind of looking for something similar, so I've recommended this for her as well, because apparently you can also use it on brunette hair. And yeah, I really like them. They're really cheap and cheerful, they're great, and it just made a huge difference in how I felt about the shade of my hair. So yeah, I really enjoyed these, would highly recommend them. Also, I have used like purple toning shampoos in the past, like the Touch of Silver one, and it just made my hair feel worse in terms of like the quality of it. It felt like it damaged my hair rather than helped. Whereas because this is from like the Elvive Colour Protect range, and I use the other Colour Protect shampoo and conditioner when I'm not using this. It has all like really lovely nutrients in it, and my hair just always feels so much, it just always feels really nice and like it's been really cared for with this. So yeah, I really like those. I highly recommend them if you have coloured or highlighted hair. And then also for hair, also L'Oreal Elvive, is the Dream Lengths No Haircut Cream. This I started using, I picked it up, I think it was the day after I had my hair done, because the ends were feeling really dry and brittle, and I don't know if it was just the way that it was styled or what, and I was like, my hair didn't feel like this before I'd had it done, and I was like, I need something that's going to just like look after them, because I don't really want to cut my hair, I like it being long. So I was looking through things and I saw this and I was like, let me give it a go. So it's for long damaged hair, and I was like, my hair feels damaged. It helps seal split ends and reduces breakage, and when I was running my hands through my hair I was like, it's breaking, I don't like it. And I was getting to the point where I was like, I've killed my hair. Going blonde has literally killed my hair. But washed it with the purple stuff. You can use this through dry hair as well, so I used this just like through my hair when it was dry before I washed it as well, and I thought I noticed a difference, but I didn't know if it was more like that effect where, like, what's it called, where you want there to be a difference, so you think there's a difference. I can't remember what that's called, but that's what I was like, maybe it's that. But then when I did my wash my hair and everything like that, and before I kind of put it in the plaits when it was still wet, I kind of ran this all throughout the lengths, kind of really focused on the ends, and my hair just feels so much better now. I don't know if it was just like the way that it was styled or what. It's still like not the best on the very ends. I do think I'm probably going to have to go and just get like a little bit more trimmed off just to kind of help with the healthiness, but overall this just made everything feel so much nicer, so much healthier. I noticed that when I was running my hands through it, there wasn't as much breakage as when I first had it done, and like this, I mean, you can still see split ends, but they're not as obvious as they were when it was first dyed. So I really like that. I think I'm definitely going to look at this range in total, because there's a mask that I was very tempted by. Apparently my hair just really likes L'Oreal Elvive products, and apparently I can talk about them forever, because I just rambled for like 10 minutes on effectively 2 products. Skincare. There's 2 things skincare wise, and they are both from Neutrogena, which is a brand I hadn't used before. So I am very into Neutrogena right now, and I really want to try out some of the bits. So I did these in a Boots haul, and I also featured this in when I was testing out 3 different milk based cleansers. But this is the Neutrogena Hydraboost Cleanser Jelly Milk. This is a complete and utter dupe for the Glossier cleansing jelly milky jelly cleanser. That's what it's called. It's like the same sort of formula, does everything that does, but actually removes makeup, whereas the milky jelly cleanser doesn't really remove makeup, especially not my kind of makeup anyway. But this does that really well. I really like it. My skin, I have noticed since using both of these, so these are both from the Hydraboost range, I'm getting a lot less kind of dry patches, or there's a lot less texture on my skin, like it's a lot smoother. So I think that's a combination of using both of these, to be honest, but I really like this. It removes my makeup, it doesn't like hurt my eyes or anything like that, which a couple of the others do. So yeah, I really like that, and I really recommend it. It's nice. It doesn't look like I've used that much, but I use this basically every night and have done for about 2 months now. So it just seems to last really well. And then the other one is the Neutrogena Hydraboost Capsule in Serum Supercharged Booster. So I've just been using this as my morning moisturiser basically before I put my primer on and my makeup. I really like it. When you squeeze out, it's got these little balls, and it tends to come out with like, I don't know why I'm doing this because I think you're going to be able to see. It's like little glittery. It looks like a little glittery when you start like breaking it all out. So when it doesn't just like hydrate the skin, it just kind of adds a little boost of like radiance to it as well, which is, it's subtle but it's there, and I really like that. And I just really like how nicely this sits under my makeup. It doesn't like make things stick to it or make makeup look really patchy. And like I said, I think a combination of the both of these over the past 2 months has just made my skin so much nicer in general, kind of really moisturised, less dehydrated. So it's definitely kind of boosted the hydration, which is, you know, Hydraboost. So I like both of these a lot, so I do want to try out more of the range. I've seen like a lot of bloggers have started kind of promoting these bits now as well, and I'm like, I had them before, But yeah, I really like them, so I will be picking up more of those pieces as and when I get money, because I've just paid out for a personal trainer and for my hair, so it's alright, bank account. Alright, and then let's get on to the makeup. So the first thing is this. This is the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. Shouldn't really come as a surprise to anybody that knows me, because since I got it back in March. Is it really in March? It feels like longer. Yeah, so I've had it for a couple of months now, and this is basically one of the only palettes I use now. Like every day I'll go for this. If I want something a little bit different or a slightly different colour or tone, then I might go for something else, but generally it is this palette. It is just beautiful. It is perfect for every day. This will probably be what I take on holiday with me. It just does neutrals really, really well. The quality is there, like along with most of the Urban Decay palettes that I've tried, with the exception of the On The Run palette, but that's a different story. So I really like this, and it's kind of taken over from my Colourpop Dream Street palette, which was the one I was using like every single day. I will use Bucked as my transition shade, which is my perfect transition shade. I use Reputation a lot. I use Endgame a lot, which I love because obviously the Avengers Endgame has just come out. So yeah, I love a lot of the shades in here. It's really great. It's perfect, and I like that it's like slim and a little bit more compact than some of their other naked palettes, so it's a little bit more travel friendly, but I like that a lot. Okay, well, we're on eyes. So I have these, which were from my 5 new things video from the drugstore. So new products that had come out, or relatively, I've got a bit of hair that's sticking. Relatively new products that come out in the drugstore. I picked up 5 of them, and I picked up these. These are the Revlon So Fierce Vinyl Eyeliners. These are probably the ones I was least excited about in the whole kind of thing of that, and they're my favourite, I would say, out of the whole thing. I do have another one of their products in here. These are just so good. They are, I've got the brown shade, which is called Mighty Maca, and it's just like so creamy, so pigmented. And then I have this incredible blue, which is Royal Rules, and I'm obsessed with this. It's so beautiful. Like, it's just a true royal blue. Both of them are really nice. They are very easy to use. They glide on the lids. It doesn't matter what you've already got on your lids, they just glide on top. It's perfect. They smudge out really nicely if you want to do more of like a smudge liner. I've actually used the brown all over my lid and smudged that out, and that looked really nice and actually lasted really well as well. They do work on the waterline and the tight line. They are there. I don't think they last as well as harder pencils that I've used in terms of that, I think, because these are a lot creamier, but I do still use them, and they work really nicely. They're fine. There's nothing kind of wrong with them. And I just really like these, and these really surprised me, and I think they're really good, and nobody else is talking about them, and I don't understand why, because they are really good. I like them a lot, and I love that blue, and I'm so happy with the brown because I was really disappointed in the Colourpop one from the Zoella collection, and I really wanted a brown liner. So that brown one I have been using so much, especially with the Naked Reloaded palette, like so much. Cool, and then we have the Glossier Boy Brow. I've had this for a while, like it's really grutty and dirty, but I think it was about 4 weeks ago, just over 4 weeks ago it would have been now. I had like all my face waxed and threaded and everything, and there's like a whole video on that if you want to find out more. Because it was the first time I had my brows really done. When they were done, I was then like, I actually have to do something with them now. I've never done anything with my brows before. I've never used any products on them or what have you, but where they'd then been done and they looked really nice and neat, when I woke up in the morning they were slightly out of place. I was like, oh, I've got to do something with them now. And I already had the Boy Brow, and I've kind of used it before. It didn't really I was just like, well, it holds things in place, but for me it doesn't do much else. Yeah, it does. I think it's got like little fibres in here. I don't know what that accent was. I think it's got like little fibery things, because you can kind of see them when you pull it all out. What is the shade that I've got? I've got brown. And yeah, I've just really loved using this to kind of shape them a little bit more, make them a little bit neater, but also just to fill them out a little bit more as well, where I've obviously been so used to having like bigger brows in a sense. where they were then like really neat, I was like, this looks really weird, I don't know how I feel about this. But this has just really helped to kind of fill out those certain areas, just make them look a little bit fuller, especially at the front on this one here, because that one always looks a little bit more sparse than that side. They need doing, by the way, at the moment, so I know the whole face needs doing again. I'm going on Tuesday, I know. So yeah, I really like this and it's worked really well. If you do have other brow products you want to recommend, let me know, because I want to try a load more brow products to see what works for me, because I haven't done that before. So yeah, pop your recommendations below and I will definitely try them out. But for right now, this has worked really well at just kind of making them look neat, holding them in place, filling out extra bits that need filling out. And then moving on to lips, there's only like 2 groups of products left. So the first one is the Zoella Colourpop lip liners. So obviously this is more the Colourpop lippy pencils than the Zoella side of it, because it's more the formula than the shades I'm talking about here. So I'm just going to say they're the Colourpop lippy pencils. I just happen to have the Zoella ones. I love these. These were my favourite thing of the whole collection that she did with them. The formulas are so creamy, they blend so nicely, they apply really nicely. The shades that she chose are nice as well. It's got a really nice neutral, a neutral pink, and then like a red, which is bossy, which was already existing within Colourpop. Little one is like the neutral one, which I love. I use that so much. Oh Snap is like the more neutral pink, which I feel like is very similar to Soar from MAC, but again really nice, and bossy is the red. The consistency of these and the formula of these are probably are my favourite lip pencil formulas. Even above, they're either on a par with the MAC ones or they're above, just because they are a little bit creamier, so they're just a little bit more comfortable to apply, and I love that. The formula of these are just so nice and they last really well. There's no bleeding, it's just very easy to apply. I really enjoy them. The only thing I would say, and I'm trying to, so little one, these are sharpenable. I need to get a sharpener because I don't have one. You can see little one here, it's kind of obviously very flat, so I need to sharpen that. But I was using Oh Snap this morning and that's getting very close to like the white edge as well, but just the way that it is with the white edge, when it gets a little bit closer, that white edge just kind of starts to get in the way, and that's a little bit annoying, whereas obviously with a normal pencil you wouldn't have that. But otherwise that's my only gripe about them. Okay, so last but not least we have some more lip products. These were from the 5 New Things video that I did as well, and these are the L'Oreal Vinyl Signature Lip things. I don't actually know what they're called, I'll put it on the screen. But these are the ones that all of like the bloggers and influencers have been going absolutely crazy for and have been promoting recently. I picked up 3 colours because they're on 3 for 2. So I have I Am Worth It, which is this gorgeous red. I have I Rule, which is what I'm wearing on my lips today. It's like a very neutral pink. And then we have I Achieve, which is this beautiful orange, which is not usually a me shade, but I actually really like it. The formula of these is really nice. When you apply them, they feel very wet and very kind of watery, and I was like, because I feel like they did some very similar to this before and they were very kind of watery, and I wasn't keen on them at that point, because I do find that the more watery the formula of something like a liquid lipstick, the more streaky the colour is then going to be, or it's going to be like really glossy and it's just going to like come off really easily. That's not the case with these at all. They are pigmented, but they're like sheer pigmented, so you do still get like a really kind of bright lovely red or like a really nice vibrant orange, but it's not like super over the top. They dry really quickly, they apply really nicely as well. They don't like stick to any cracks in the lips. It's not like a super matte finish, it's like a demi matte, I would say, more like a satin finish. They just look very, I just love the finish of them on the lips. They look really nice. They wear really well as well. To be fair, I had the pink one on yesterday as well. Like, I thought I'd managed to remove all of my makeup. I got up this morning and I still had some of this on my lips, and I was like, interesting, you've lasted an entire night. Good on ya. So yeah, I really like these. I think they're great. I do want to pick up more colours. I really rate the formula. I can see why everybody's raving about them. And there were more colours that I wanted anyway. I just wanted to kind of obviously test the formula and everything out first. But these are a big hit. If you come across them and you're looking for like a new liquid lipstick that's long lasting, super comfortable, lightweight, these are great. I love the packaging as well. They just feel so luxe, this packaging. It feels really nice. Anyway, that is it. That was my super long and rambly April favourites. I apologise for that. I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let me know what your favourite products from April are below in the comments box, and I will see you all again on Tuesday for another video. Bye.